Okay, so another big thing that's been going on, which really triggered me at the start. Oh my God. So we're in charge of making everyone's in a meditation hall at time. We ring the gong like 5, 7 minutes before the time to go into the hall is. So, respectively, everyone should be in there, at the right time, sitting there, so everything's smooth and there's no disruptions. But the first few days, people were coming in late and stuff like that. And I was taking it personally now. I'm taking it personally, and it really started to trigger me. And I had to be assertive, which is another good thing about being course manager, is practicing assertiveness, which I struggle with sometimes, and I rather just avoid situation. Mars and Libra in my tropical chart, if you know what that means. So yeah, practicing assertiveness has been really good for me whilst I've been here. But yeah, the people being late, oh my days, it triggered me so much. And why did it trigger me? Because I'm that guy usually. I'm that guy who thinks it's acceptable to stroll up in my time. Although when I was on the course, I would come there on time. I had my watch, but I would still be one of the last. And it's like, I'm gonna apologize actually to the previous course manager, because I know he's here, to say, bro, I'm sorry for coming there, later than planned. Even though I always made it there on time, I was still, there's always that worry. Oh, is Hakeem there? Is he gonna come? Blah blah blah. So yeah, I kind of saw it in other people, and it was triggering me because it was my own behavior. And talking about that, there's been another guy on the course which, yeah, not only being late, not turning up for certain things, and yeah, I've kind of he's been mirroring his behavior has been mirroring back my behavior, and I realized how I've acted in my life, and thinking that things can be done in my way, and whatever reasons we have that we justify in our mind for why we're not doing this or why we're not doing that. And a lot of the time, like I've been able to identify, is really just a cry for help, and we're actually struggling and we need attention. So I've actually been observing in this individual a lot of my own behavior. So yeah, we've been speaking a lot, and I've been trying to help him with the practice. But at the start, it was really triggering me, and my first instinct was to just like kind of like not dismiss or like give up. Yeah, kind of give up on him. But when I realized that that was me, and how many times in my life have people given up on me because I couldn't keep up with whatever was going on, and I couldn't keep to the rules, although like my intentions were always pure. I only ever done what I felt was right, and obviously, like I keep saying, like all I needed was a hug, all I needed was some attention to ask like, are you okay? And things weren't okay. So I've had to grow some compassion for this individual, and take a special kind of is a special circumstance, a special case. He obviously has some issues going on, and it's not right to kind of cross him off, and understand, like I said, and have compassion for him and take extra time with him. So yeah, it's been interesting to observe my own behavior in others, and not to be, well, identifying that, oh, this stuff triggers me, and actually my behavior isn't right. And you know what? The next time when I go to some establishment or this place or that place, just stick to the rules, man. Why is it that you feel, and I'm talking to me, why is it that you feel entitled that you should do things in your own way, in your own time? Like, so what? You've lived a different life. Of not everyone has to hear your life story and your traumas to understand why you have to be a certain way or stuff like that. Just follow the rules, man. So yeah, that's been really interesting for me to observe. Really, just if everyone acted like that, the whole world would be a shit show. I shouldn't have swore, but yeah, the whole world would be a shit show. But yeah, it is the way it is the way it is. It is what it is. And another thing that's been powerful as well. When I first came to Vipassana, I was at the back row, because they put the old students at the front, and they put the the old ones, from like, maybe it's about a third of the students are new students and about 2/3 are old ones. No, a third of students are old students, they sit at the front, and about 2/3, roughly the ratio, are new students. So when I first came to Vipassana, they placed me at the back row, which I loved because no one could see me. I was at the back, you know, when my posture was slacking, it was slacking. You know, certain times I was opening my eyes and moving around, no one could really see me. You're not allowed to lie down in the meditation hall, and you know, at the end, as soon as I heard the chanting, I would lie back and just rest my back, and no one could see me. I think one day I fell asleep as well on the on one of the sittings as well, but yeah, I was at the back. And then, you know, slowly, but I think the second sitting I was more towards the middle, and then the one I just sat, I was at the second row, B2, 2B. And yeah, so it's kind of like a bigger responsibility of setting an example for the people behind you, especially the new students, that, you know, to be firm in your sitting and, you know, not to move, even though everyone should have their eyes closed. But I always looked at the servers at the front. And thought, wow, like these guys are like right in front of everyone in plain sight, because like the males are sitting here, females are sitting here, there's a teacher here, and the servers are sitting here. Hopefully you understood that. Yeah, the servers are in plain sight meditating, so they're really setting an example. And I was thinking, oh, that's quite a big responsibility. And I knew as course manager, we're sitting right next to the teacher, so that's like yeah, 120, 130 people like potentially looking at you. So, you know, you haven't got to be doing anything, but I knew that I couldn't be Mr. Fidgety, and I had to be, you know, setting a good example, like not moving. And yeah, it's quite a powerful thing. Like I feel like quite an OG meditator now. Obviously I know what it's like when you come for a course and you see the course manager and the servers, and you think that they're like some like mystical people who have been doing this thing for years, and you know, you don't know how the process of serving works. You kind of assume that they've got a job here and this is their job, but you actually find out after the course that course manager it was their first time serving, just like me. And you know, they're just like you realize that, oh, they're just like me. But when you're on the course, you've, you know, made up this story that they have this serious meditator and this and that. And you know, I've tried to give the impression to people amongst the course. Of course, we're not meant to talk, but like I said, I have been being there to support people and letting them know that I'm not on like some sort of pedestal. Like I'm at their level and I'm here for them. I am one of them, and they can come and approach me and at any time for anything and stuff like that. But yeah, that's been really good practice, being at the front of all those people and being able to meditate. But yeah, other than that, what else can I speak about? I mean, it's only been 7 days, but to be honest, I've learned more as a volunteer, as a server, than I did when I was on the course, because it's more real life. When you're serving, as well as like giving your time and your service, you know, for other people and helping others on the course, you know, take part in you know, understanding and embodying this amazing practice of Vipassana. Yeah, I forgot my trail of thought because the bell's ringing now and it's lunchtime. So yeah, you're actually as a server being able to damn, I forgot. I'm just thinking about the food. I saw a chickpea salad. So anyways, I probably missed out on some final bit of wisdom. But yeah, and I haven't, there's still 3 more days on the course, but I thought I'd capture this video now, but before, you know, the noble silence is up and, you know, the energies become a bit distorted. So yeah, there's still 3 more days. There's probably a lot more to learn, a lot more wisdom to catch, a lot more journeying. And yeah, it's a proper honor to watch the people go through the process. That's amazing as well. Let me just touch on that. I know what it's like when you first come and the chanting's very weird, and Goenka seems like a strange character, and it's all quite serious on the first 2 days. But watching people go through the process and fall for Goenka's charm and his words and his beauty and ease their way into the process, is amazing to watch the transition. And I just really want people to really, when you come here, to just to sit through the 10 days, just give it your all and let the process reveal itself to you, because there's so much magic in it. So that's it. I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna get some lunch. I'm gonna ground. Thank you for watching. There's plenty of more videos on Vipassana to come. Make sure you check them out on my Vipassana playlist. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, to subscribe to my channel. And I'll leave it at that. Peace.